Hello, and welcome to Finding Something More to Talk About. I'm Nancy Wrench, your host. Today's guest is Diana Berbiglia, the creative force behind Mama B's Cookies. What started as a sweet hobby turned into a thriving cottage business, and even more impressively, a vehicle for giving. Diana donates 75% of her cookie business income to local women's charities, showing us how finding something more can mean using your gifts to make a difference in the lives of others. Hello. It's so good to see you. You can imagine how I felt in December when I opened up my email and another nominee came in and it was you. Well, I have used your product or your cookies for how many years? 5 or 6 years.
Right.
So you know that I'm a huge fan. So I was thrilled to see your name come across my desk. So congratulations on your nominee.
Thank you. I was shocked. I'm very honored.
I pushed the envelope so many times with you with regards to the ordering because you always say, go on the website. And I have to hand it to you. You are such a businesswoman. Seriously, you are kind and giving. But why I say that is when you can't do it, you can't do it. And so I have tried so many times, call, text. Okay, well, do you think, well, are you sure you can? And I see on the website that you're full, but can't you just squeeze me in? And I'm sure you have so many people doing that.
I do. And I always tell people it doesn't hurt to ask. Because sometimes I build a little wiggle room in, or if it's someone that I know that's for years, who's a really good customer, then I'll find a way to squeeze you in. So it never hurts to ask.
Do people ask for your recipe?
Just once or twice. And it was just, I had a family recipe I used for family things, and that didn't work for this. So I found a recipe online, and I just tweaked it to make it work for what I do.
So tell us the story. How did this begin? Because I remember meeting you for the first time at the club. Mm-hmm. So from there, when did this start? How did it start? And why did it start?
It started, I guess, when we became empty nesters, both girls gone at college, finding something to do. Had a party with friends, and I made some cookies, and they said, oh my gosh, these are so good. I would buy them for you for holidays, whatever. And I kind of filed that in the back of my head, and then St. Patrick's Day came around. And I said, I'm going to try to sell these. And my husband looked at me and said, okay, whatever, you do something, keep yourself busy. And I sold one order, and I gave away a whole bunch. And I thought, well, maybe this isn't going to happen. And then Mother's Day and Easter were coming up, and I figured, okay, those are big holidays. Let me try one more time. And then COVID hit. And people were looking for something, I think, rather than going to a store to buy things, they could just pick them up from my doorstep. And then a couple months later, I started getting word of mouth, people I didn't know ordering. And then I figured, okay, if I'm going to do this, then I have to do it the right way. So how does food license, food safety, business license, the whole thing.
So are you actually making your cookies in your home? Mm-hmm. Okay, because I was thinking that you outsourced something, but no, everything is still in your home.
Everything's in my home.
And people now, do you deliver?
I have on occasion. It's easier because I'm so busy for people to just come grab.
Yes.
So, but I will deliver.
When did you realize this was more than cookies? That was actually you're something more. You're giving back.
Probably at the end of the first year, getting ready to do taxes and figuring out, what I earned for the year. And I always joked that I wanted to do this for fun to pay for my hair appointments or just something little, that I was earning. And just sat there looking at what I had made and, coming up to the end of the year. And I just said to my husband, what if I donate what I make? I don't need to work. And he said, it's your money. You do it what you want. So it just happened to come up like that.
Do you have others that work with you now alongside you?
I don't. I would have to charge more to pay somebody.
Oh.
So when I'm really busy, my sister's unpaid labor. She helps me package, but I'm not.
You are just so creative and artistic. It's like a little piece of art, each cookie.
I've always liked painting. So for me, it's like I painted my kids' bedroom walls. I painted, little things. And so for me, it's like painting on cookies. So.
My goodness, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
How do you choose which causes or organizations you support?
We've always been drawn to women's, children's charities. My husband and I had good lives. Our parents supported us. Our dad supported our moms. So we did the same with our kids. And so whenever we were out there looking for causes and things, that's what we were both drawn to. And I wanted to keep all the money local at Huntington Beach. And I had found some of these organizations through working with the National Charity League. And some are organizations that my friends are involved in. And so I just picked from there the ones that,
that really resonated with you.
Yeah.
So has there ever been an unusual request? And if there's more than one, you could share. But I'm thinking of just something unusual that somebody's asking you to create on that cookie.
The funniest one was someone had a parrot and they wanted to do a gender reveal for the parrot because apparently you can't just tell by looking. It was a girl, spoiler alert. That was the funniest one. But I get a lot of creative customers that they always make me laugh.
Is there any odd ones?
Yeah, if someone just had a family member have their appendix out, so they wanted silly cookies, saying bad things called the appendix. So I did.
Do you see that this is a legacy for your daughters or something that represents your values as a family?
I do, because they're very proud of me, which is, it was nice when your kids are proud of you. They see that I did a lot of volunteerism with them when they were growing up. And, right now they're caught up in starting their lives and their careers, but I think it's something that seeing me come back to it, that they will as well when they have time. It's always in the back of their head. It's always looking, teach them to look where they can find ways to not look at people. And so I think it's something that they'll continue to do as they get older.
What advice do you give those who would like to do what you're doing? They think, oh, I could do this. Look what she's doing on this cookie. What would you say to them?
I would say start small. I didn't have a big vision. I started very small. A lot of being afraid, but you go through that. I had a consult at the very beginning. I was getting a consult with a businesswoman that helped people start their baking businesses. And I remember I had a lot of I don't know sort of questions because I had no plan. I was just going to do this and see where it went. And I think the more you do it and get involved in something, you take it where you want to go. I could have stayed small. It took off like I never thought it would. But I would say start small and don't be afraid. Because there were a lot of times when I was afraid. When I found out what I could do with this, then it became more exciting and then I wanted to do more.
And the people that you surround yourself with are saying, go for it, go. Oh, you're awesome. You need to do it. I love this. We want more.
That's a nice pat makes you makes you feel good.
Are you still discovering your something more, or have you found something more? And what is it?
I think through this, what I'm doing now, I have found my something more. I never put that label on it before till I met you and learned more what finding something more was about. Finding a way you can do something for somebody else to lift them up, finding a way to bring other people happiness. And I think it'll change as I go through the next stage of my life, but I probably had something more in my younger years. Maybe I didn't realize it. But right now I feel like I'm happy, I'm comfortable. I know what I'm doing and, continue to do it and lift people up and make people happy. And then we'll see how that develops in the next stage of my life.
I personally love what you're doing. You know that because I keep ordering. We're thrilled that you're a part of us. And, as a nominee, you're automatically an alumni for the Finding Something More alumni group. And we're just delighted that you're a part of us. So thank you for just coming along this journey with us.
Thank you.
Until next time, remember, there's always something more to talk about.